Just being really weird, like out of the blue, like I don't know. Like we weren't even talking like that anymore. And today he's like, I'm just gonna delete you, and I said, okay, have fun. And then like 5 minutes, I'm like, fuck this, I'm deleting him. And then I haven't heard from him, and that kind of like just it's like a slap in the face, you know what I mean? It's crazy. Here is like keyword here is like what? I have 22 tattoos, but 4 of them are Disney. Oh, that's cool.
Playing Lion King with you now. That's
Sunflower. You say like a lot. It's okay, cute. Yeah,
we're playing Lion
I
King.
do. I'm sorry.
Playing
What?
Lion King. Playing Lion King. Really? You gonna come back for more? Really? Are we doing this tonight? You better knock your shit off. You better stop it, or you will get yeeted.
What are you doing to that poor cat?
Nothing yet.
I used to hate cats. Like I could not handle deal with them. I don't know
I
why,
grew
but
I grew up having cats.
well, I did too. But like when I grew up, like growing up, I had a cat, and he was really, really hyper. Like he would like climb up your legs and jump off freaking the wall and everything. He was crazy. And at that time, I didn't like cats. But
You fucking yeeting yourself off the bed, dumbass. Sorry, Kylie is
no,
over here.
you're being
Kylie got
mean
this.
to
She's
her.
she's going crazy over here, and she yeeted herself off the bed.
She's going crazy over here. You're funny.
I mean, she literally went from like up here by my headboard, my nightstand, all the way to the end of the bed, and she slipped off the edge of the bed and went to the floor. She yeeted herself. I didn't have to. Look, look, I'm about to fall off the bed. I see you butt wiggling over here. Don't you even think about it.
Flat Earth. What? Corey, I think he's talking to you.
I could get into this conversation, but I won't. Because then that involves me getting into another whole conversation to go with it, and I could spend hours talking about it, and yeah. Nope.
What the fuck? I can't with this guy.
I think that's actually a true statement, if I remember right. I used to be a pharmacy technician, so that statement I believe actually is true.
A pharmacy technician?
I used to work at Walgreens.
Oh, damn.
Yep, and actually, I
Look at
actually have proof.
you.
I actually have proof of that. And by the way, I do not look good in blue scrubs.
Why?
I just don't. Blue scrubs do not look good on me, which I still have my scrubs too. But there's my pharmacy technician license right here.
Oh, nice. I did not know that.
I told you.
No, you didn't. You never told me that.
I did too.
No, you didn't. I promise.
Swear
I
to
would
God,
have known that if you told me.
I swear to God, I told you. A lot of people have also forgotten that I've told too. We're like, did you forget I was a pharmacy technician? They're like, you told me that, didn't
I
you?
would never guess that, Corey. Honestly.
Yep. I was there from December 27th until June. Was it June 7th when I walked out? Something like that.
Mm.
It was like in the beginning part of June when I actually walked out.
They make good money.
Not bad money. I was making 17 an hour.
Mm.
It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great money, but yeah, I still have my Walgreens scrubs. Not that I got to
I have
wear
a
them all that
question for
long.
you,
Yes,
Corey.
ma'am.
So if you block someone on here, would you still see their profile?
No.
That's weird because like I tried to block somebody and I could still see their profile.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually liked my job. I absolutely loved working in the pharmacy. That was like I loved my pharmacy family. They were great people. We stuck up for each other. We had each other's backs. We could joke around, have fun, um, unless we needed to be serious. I mean, I absolutely loved my pharmacy family, but unfortunately, my pharmacy manager and my store manager were pulling the whole discrimination and retaliation shit. So I walked out.
You walked out?
Yep.
That's crazy. Why'd you walk
Yeah.
out?
Well, so you know that I have debilitating migraines, which in the state of Kentucky, they are classified as a disability. I have been fighting the state to get put on disability, um, and been dealing with doctor's appointments after doctor's appointments after doctor appointments, and dealing with doctor's accommodations and all that sort of stuff, which they were not accepting.
I would
Well,
get a lawyer.
if I had to miss a day of work, whether it was because I was down where I couldn't operate, um, or where I had to have a doctor's appointment or I had to have a procedure done, I would be, we'll just say I'd be scheduled for, say, 38 hours that week.
Right.
Well, if I had to miss that day, they would take all the rest of my hours away and give me 1 day a week for like an entire month.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'd be like, oh, hey, by the way, here's your hours back. And then if I had to, again, if I say like I had a doctor's appointment, they wouldn't accept my doctor's notes. They wouldn't accept my doctor's accommodation. So if I had to miss another day of work, they would take all my hours away from me again, which legally they couldn't do. I threatened them with a lawsuit, with a workforce lawsuit, and also a medical lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? Fuck that. It ain't worth my time. It's not even worth the hassle. Not even gonna fucking deal with it. And I walked out. I wasn't gonna deal with the discrimination. I wasn't gonna deal with retaliation. I wasn't gonna deal with them not accepting disability and all that sort of. I walked out.
Mm-hmm. That's horrible. Yeah, you
So,
get migraines bad. I couldn't deal with that.
yep, and I've had them my entire life, and doctors don't even know why. That's the fucked up part.
Is it your diet? Is it what you eat? You know what I mean? There could be tons of things that like you don't know that you're doing every day that's causing.
I've had food tests, I've had drink tests, stress tests, sleep tests. I've had all my blood cultures done. I've had X-rays
eyesight
from like
tests,
the middle of my sternum
everything.
up to check like my spine and all that. It's not my spine. It's not my neck. There's nothing in my brain. There's nothing inside my skull. Like they don't know.
That's
So
weird.
the next thing I have to do is go to a neurologist, and I have to go to an ENT because they found behind in my mastoid bone and behind my ear, they found what's called a mastoid effusion, um, which is a fluid sac um, with possible infection in the mastoid bone. So they
Ooh,
have to
that
see
could
if
be it.
whether they have to see whether it can be drained or if they have to take either part or all of my mastoid bone out. If they have to take all of my mastoid bone out, I will lose all hearing in my right ear. If they take part of it out, I'll lose partial hearing. If it can be drained, then I'll be fine. So I'll just put a tube in my ear and let it drain out.
Lovebirds? Okay, good night. Corey, we're lovebirds now.
Apparently. But so other than that, like they don't. It's not a. The mastoid effusion is not a pinpoint not a pinpoint reason for my migraines because it's not big enough. There's no infection in the lining of my skull, so they're not pinpointing it. They just want to get it drained.
Mm-hmm.
But there, other than that, they don't see anything in my brain, and they don't see anything in the lining of my skull or around like my skull itself. To cause my debilitating migraines. So I have to go to a neurologist to see if it may be something in like what they call the electronic or the electric part of the body, like where it's like in the nerves and stuff in my head.
Mm-hmm.
So
What the hell?